So how accessible is FPV droning to us mere mortals? Well, it turns out pretty accessible. Oh, tree! Oh, Jesus Christ!
Okay, I don't like sports mode.
I don't know where it is, Jake. That went miles away. In this box right here is everything you need to get started with FPV droning from BetaFPV. So we're going to talk about it in this video today. So in this Cetus X FPV kit from BetaFPV, you get everything you need to get started, like I mentioned, and it comes in this nice case to start with. Nice hard case. It's got a handle on the side, nice zips, and this is sort of the same size of any sort of camera cube that you can get, so it might fit in most backpacks out there. So it's a nice compact and portable size. So let's open it up and see what you get inside. This is what we're getting. I'll put it to the side like that. You get all the instructions, a few QR codes for instructions and stuff you can download, quick start guide, everything you need to get started. The instructions are really like comprehensive and easy to understand and get you started. If you get any troubleshooting, you can go in there as well. So the remote, this is the remote. Now, this is a really good quality remote for this sort of starter kit. It comes with these sort of protectors on the joysticks, which you can just take off. Now, it's different to flying a normal drone. You have to sort of hold it like this and use your fingers like that to really get a feel for the flight, especially in manual mode. I haven't dared gone to manual mode yet. I'm still on beginner mode just to get used to flying the drone around in circles and the way it handles and the way it controls, but we're getting there. I'm determined to learn how to fly an FPV drone in 2024 really well. You got the power button, you got a little link there for putting on a neck strap or something like that. Then you've got the USB-C charging port on the bottom, some other buttons for binding and setup. Then you've got batteries in the back there. Then you've got all these little buttons on the side which change the different modes and launches the drone. You have to sort of put the trigger all the way back like that to start with and press engage, and it starts rotating the motors, and then as soon as you push up, it launches and hovers in beginner mode. So you're not going to just fly off into the sky. You can sort of hover it, get used to flying it around. So it's a nice remote, nice feel to it, nice and yes, like a good quality ergonomics, so that's great. And then these little joystick things go over the top. This case, by the way, has these little elastic straps that keep everything in place for when you're going around moving and stuff, so it's not going to just fall out. So this is the headset. It's not the highest resolution, but just for starting out, you get sort of a feel for what it's like using goggles. And then the camera is decent quality, so you can actually see where you're flying. But you know, for starting out, this is perfect. The antenna just pops up like that, and then you've got the SD card on the side there, which is micro SD, and then you can record what you're seeing in your goggles, which is cool, especially if you're making videos like this. Record button, mode button, and then you can do the different things for binding this to the drone. I've had no problems with finding any sort of frequency problems like that, because it just sort of out the box it works straight away. The on button on the side, and then it charges by USB-C there. Nice quality, not too heavy on the face. The headband is adjustable, fits most people well. I've had a relatively big head and it fits me, so you have no problems. Okay, so this is a drone. The drone's so far so good. It's been really rugged. I've smashed it into trees and branches like you've seen, and ceilings and walls and stuff, and it's survived. It does come with the replacement parts, which we'll talk about in just a second. The batteries go in the bottom there. You've got the little antenna there. Then the camera does adjust. You can actually change this camera sort of backwards for when you're flying like that. The camera's still pointing forward so you can see where you're going. And then it comes with a screwdriver in the box, so you can sort of adjust the tension on this so it doesn't sort of flap around when you're flying and you can see straight. So, you know, it's a basic drone, but for starting out, it's good quality. It's got some good motors in there. The batteries are good. The build quality I've been really impressed with. So that's the drone in there. Okay. Then in the box as well, you get all the different things to keep you going and in the sky. You've got 4 batteries. Now you need 2 of these batteries for each time that you fly, 450 milliamps each. They charge with the included charger. These go into there like so, 2 at a time, and you can charge, and it tells you the ampage on the battery to make sure that you're charged up for when you've finished. It gives you a little green light to tell you the lights have actually been charged up. And then you've got a little bag of spare accessories, spare propellers, then you've got spare little bit of computer bits, some screws and some cables and stuff to keep you going. So yeah, everything in the box that you need to get started is in there. Then the little screwdriver, of course.
Oh wait, oh I get it now.
So we've been testing out the drone at home just in the sort of normal mode. There's different modes: normal mode, sports mode, manual mode, so you can test out your skills as you progress and learn how to fly this FPV drone, because it's not like flying a normal DJI drone. It is a learning curve, so you have to practice, and that is the whole idea of these kits that we're testing out and trying, is to teach you how to fly an FPV drone, learn how to do it with this smaller device, with all the sort of training things it's got on there before you move up the scale to fly a real fully fledged FPV drone. So we're testing it out now. Jake's trying to do it in sports mode, and it's our first time. It's very interesting, very fun, and yeah, it's definitely a learning curve. So we sort of got the knack of it in normal mode, where you can just, it sort of gives you a little bit of assistance on the hover, and we've been flying it around in the living room, around chairs and around the tripod and everything, and you know, we're getting the sort of hang of it. But sports mode, manual mode is just a whole different level, because you can flip it, you can do loop the loops, you can do all sorts of things, and you're in full control of the drone. So yeah, it's a learning curve, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, oh, you're learning it. You're going backwards and forwards pretty well, dude. How did you turn around like that, just?
Like this.
Wow. So that's only after about 5 minutes of learning how to do it. Do a turn around. That's nice. Potential drawbacks to it is the batteries. Although it does come with 4 in the box, you probably only get about 5 minutes of flight time, and that's a bit limiting, especially when you're outside like this and you put it on sports mode. It just burns through the battery. So just something to note. You might want some extra batteries for it if you want to do a lot of flying outside, but it's a lot of fun. It really is. Build quality wise, I mean, it's standing up to a good beating. We've been smashing against walls, and it's hit trees and branches and flipped around, and it's been fine so far. We've had no cracks, no damage to it whatsoever. So, you know, the build quality is great. The controls are really, really nice, and like I said, it is a learning curve. You have to sort of control it with your fingers like that, and you really get used to the responsiveness of the drone. But it's so much fun. It really is. And Jake's gone up the hill over there because it's just went off, looped the loop above this tree and just went off into the distance, and the battery died, so it dropped down. So yeah, it's so light, it just bounces on grass, so there's no sort of fear of it getting damaged or anything. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So like I said, if you're looking to get into FPV droning, everything is in here to get you started. You don't need anything else. It's all here ready for you to open up and start flying. It really is very impressive.